So today I'm in Tavistock to explore some of the Tavistock Canal. Well, this is Plymouth Road. We're turning left down here, which will take us to the Tavistock Canal. Now, I've parked in the Bedford Carpark, but along Plymouth Road there are places you could potentially park, but when I looked it was fully packed, just cars along the side of the road. So if you decide to come here, you might find that it's much quieter. It does depend on the time of year, of course. And look, here we go. This is the first sight of the canal. There are plenty of ducks out today. So after the bridge I turned right, and yeah, you've got tennis courts on the right of the canal, and on the left here you've got some nice green area for families. There's a play area just coming up on the left, so it's very family orientated round here. It's very accessible. If you park in the Bedford Carpark, you can walk up Plymouth Road and then you can go down a flat path onto the canal. So we've just got to go over this road and then we can continue on the other side. Just over there, look. And then we can come over here, be right next to the canal once again. Oh, look at this. Oh, the reflections off the canal, and another perfect day for doing something like this. Well, just before, a moment ago, I had to go up steps, so I know that's not going to be suitable for for everyone that watches my channel, but potentially you could park over there and then you could do this bit here. So you've got the choices, but this is nice and flat and ideal for anyone that wants to go for a little walk. We're moving away from being in Tavistock. Obviously we're getting into the countryside. Got a sharp bend here, look. It really is, I think, as close as you can get to the canal, this path, isn't it? But it's not as wide as I thought it was going to be, and it doesn't look that deep either. Looks like we're going into some shaded area. So we've got 4 hours, folks, from the car park. So we've got a good amount of time. Well, a lot of this path, I've looked on footpath map, is in the woods. So if you were to do this in the summer and it was really hot, then you've got the cover for it, haven't you? Aha! I have found a bench, which makes me happy, as you know. I can now sit down because it's a good time to have lunch. So happy days. There's not been that many benches actually, surprisingly, but I've got plenty of seating options there, haven't I? Let's see what they say. The towering tree trunks signpost the way like moss-clothed giants. An explosion of water, flash of light, dipping and diving, rippling and hiding. The water meanders on its purposeful journey. Suitcases of leaves, its only luggage. And finally, sunlight shatters on the surface like broken glass. Oh, it's great seeing a robin. It really is. Just on the other side of the canal there. They always sort of like come down to say hello, don't they? Right, lunch is finished. I'm going to sit here for a little bit. We'll crack on in a moment. So we're just coming out of the covered area. Got our arrow there, look. An old farm building, it looks like. So you've got two choices, folks. You could go onto that wider path or go right next to the canal. I'd like to keep next to the canal, but whilst we're here, folks, I'd like to give you some information about the Tavistock Canal. So it's a canal in the county of Devon in England. It was constructed early in the 19th century to link the town of Tavistock to Morwellum Quay on the River Tamar, where cargo could be loaded into ships. Well, here we are. We're going underneath our first bridge. Looks like we've got to mind ourselves here a bit because it curves over the path, doesn't it? You can imagine how old this bridge must be. You're getting that echo. I feel like now we've gone under a bridge, that ticks that off, doesn't it, when you're going on a canal path. Or to the left of us, you've got a road down there. It's quite a drop. So Tavistock itself is unique for its green stone buildings. Herdwick stone from a local quarry, which have a subtle charm. Many of them were built with stone taken from the abbey when it was demolished after the dissolution. But it really has got a nice vibe there. It's one of my favourite towns down here in Devon. I find the people are always friendly, and you've got Pannier Market, which is worth a visit if you're coming this way. Well, this is an interesting bit. You can see all the trees just right on the edge here along the path, and you've got those types of views over there. This bit was one of the reasons why I came down here, because I saw pictures of this. Look at that. Beautiful. I've seen a few people on the path, but your sort of mind tunes into the bird songs and you can't really hear the water. It's just so gentle, isn't it, as you can see. You could just keep on walking and walking, and you literally could just forget about the time. Obviously you need to make sure you leave enough time to get back to where you park, but yeah, it's so absorbing just walking along here, and yeah, resets your mind, you know. Well, look what's just popped up in front of us. This is called Schiller Mill Viaduct. I wasn't expecting this. I didn't actually look that closely on the map to what we might see, but oh wow, look at that. That's what you call engineering, isn't it? And of course it was built when there was less technology and machinery available, you know. Wow. This might be a good time just to have a look at this and then turn round. God, look at that, the length of it. So the railway viaduct, built in 1889 by the Plymouth, Devonport and South Western Junction Railway engineers, Galbraith and Church, with J.W. Schlumper for the London and South Western Railway. The viaduct was built by the Plymouth, Devonport and South Western Junction Railway, an associate company of the London and South Western Railway, as part of the extension from Exeter to Plymouth, which gave LSWR a wholly controlled line between London and Plymouth. The section from Lidford to Devonport was the last to be completed and was opened in 1890. The line was closed and lifted west and south of Lidford in 1968 and remains open only from Bare Alston to Plymouth. Quite extraordinary, isn't it? Well, I'm going to turn around now and head back to the car. So, to be honest, I think 4 hours is a good amount of time to get the most out of coming here and enjoying the scenery of the canal and the surrounding areas. So you've got Bedford Carpark that you could park on. Potentially you could park along Plymouth Road, or you could park along that road that I mentioned. Obviously you've got to show respect to the people that live along there, and I'll put the road name on the bottom of this video so you can see where that is. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and I'll see you soon.